I figured out. That's a good looking cup though, man. That's a good looking coffee mug right
Look how light my coffee is. Put too much French vanilla in it. Dude, I am on antibiotics and Dayquil. Is that a good combination?
Well, if you mix in Sudafed, you got crack.
Can I mix in Sudafed?
Probably not.
Would you like crunch it up, like get it to powder?
Man, you know how upset Alabama fans were when they put the Sudafed behind the counter at the pharmacy? That was.
Yeah. And now, like at Dollar General, when you go in to get stuff like that, you walk in, when you stand there, it goes, bee-doo, bee-doo. You say, I'm a high roller. I shop at Dollar General. You shop at Publix. That's where you get your stuff.
Well, I do get some stuff from Publix out of convenience.
What do you get at Publix? Wait, hold on. Crab legs.
Ain't no seafood come in my house.
You eat it in the truck before you go in. And then you try to give Kelly a kiss so her lips will swell up.
If that policy gets right.
What do you get at Publix?
I love, my favorite thing to get at Publix is the little pre-made yogurts with the granola already mixed in. That's my favorite thing.
You're bougie.
And their watermelon chunks.
See, you're bougie. And you come in now because you're on this health kick, right? So you're eating, like, you'll come in the office in the mornings when we're there, and you'll be eating apple slices and all that kind of stuff. You don't bring watermelon in there because you know I'll eat it.
That's my favorite. But every time I get watermelon, I eat it at night. It never lasts. I eat the whole thing.
So what is your go-to? What's your go-to on your diet? Because you've lost 100 and what? 110?
No, more like 140.
140 from the very beginning.
I was like between 380 and 390 back then. 246 this morning. Yeah. So I went from morbidly obese to obese.
You're not. Well, you're 6'3", so that's not. If you're 240, would you say 240?
246. Yeah.
So if you're 246 and you're 6'3", you're not obese. What is your range?
Fat.
No, I'm saying, what is your range? What is it supposed to be? It's supposed to be
190.
No.
The doctor said. I'm telling you the BMI and this or that. And, you got to take that into account, Jeff. When the doctor's doing the equation, you got to take that into account. You know what I'm saying?
Factor that in the equation.
Big boned and heavy structure.
You put daylight.
God rest his soul, Vern.
He gone. So really, I mean, you've lost all this weight. You lost 180 pounds. So
well, I mean, I just don't get hungry much anymore. But when I get a craving for something, I'm just gonna go and eat it. Right? I'm just gonna eat it. I don't eat much of it. Like I would splurge on a hot apple pie you bake in the oven with some vanilla ice cream.
Okay.
I eat half the pie at one time, right? So now Publix has just a little small pie, right? It's just a little bitty small apple pie, just like the regular ones. You still cook in the oven, and take me a week to eat it, right? So just a couple bites of it satisfies what I got going on. But I don't know. I try not to eat carbs very much. Try not to eat pasta. Tough. I'm Italian. That hurts me, right? That's my go-to, bro. I'm Italian.
Yes.
Irish Italian. So whiskey and pasta.
You've had your fair share of both.
Must be Mexican.
So somebody said you wanted to start a Bible study and call it Jesus and Jose?
I'm in. I will pack out. I'll have to rent Church of the Highlands. They do that, right? It's a tax write-off. They'll rent it out. They're doing it.
I'm sure there's plenty of fellowship halls we can rent out.
Beer Baptist Church.
Beer Baptist.
Executive Deacon Jason Wilson.
Wait, the deacon of brewership. What do they call? What do they call Jason?
Owner.
Well, I mean, what is he? Is he a brewmaster?
I think he's a brewmaster, although he should be. He's a drink master. Put him and Gil Isbell in a room together. Quality over quantity.
Is that a good combination?
That would be a pay-per-view.
There'll be a lot of laughs, though. Let's be honest, because both of those boys are funny.
Incredible. I've never seen them in the same room.
Really? I have once. They were honoring my Uncle Sherman with the painting. You know, when he retired, they did the painting.
I appreciate that.
I didn't know till the last minute, and but so Gil was there because him and Sherman buddies, and Jason had to be there. It's city council. That's all the time I've ever seen him in the room. Could they be the same person?
Could be. Man, I'll be honest with you, man. Jason. No, this is not a shot at Gil. You don't think entrepreneur without thinking Jason Wilson. That is a smart dude. Really is. Highly intelligent. Loves Auburn. So maybe we'll have him as my special guest for the Auburn side of things on our Thursday show.
Isn't he like a professor of, or sits on the chair of some business entrepreneur?
It's an entrepreneur class at Auburn. So he's always busy, always got something going on. The dry cleaners, the Coldwater Brewery, that we got to go do a show there. We got to do a show there. He's been saying we have to come down there. So we should make that happen.
Let me drop about 20 pounds before we go there. Because I hear the chef's top notch, and I got to try everything.
I watched one of his videos last night from the chef. It was pretty cool. Cool guy.
His chef has a channel?
No, he was just promoting Coldwater Brewery.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah. Hey, so I forgot to tell you, I have on our Thursday show, bro, I got you an insider. I got you an Alabama insider. Mark McGriff, who is on staff down there. He does all the press conferences for the university. Works the radio station down there. He's going to come on and be the Alabama insider for us.
Oh,
so that's pretty cool. Somebody who's actually boots on the ground, inside information.
Next Thursday or tomorrow?
Whenever we want.
Awesome.
Yeah, he just agreed to do it for us. And I got a couple of straws out there. I'm waiting to hear back from. Man, if I can pull this off, if I can get Brad Law to be our Auburn insider,
yeah,
that is awesome.
That would be fun. Why don't you just make that happen?
I sent the email. When you're busy, Brad Law it's an email only kind of gig.
I guess. Sure.
So give us an update, if you will, a tease for tomorrow's Alabama Auburn show. What's a couple things you're going to be talking about from the Alabama standpoint?
Well, tomorrow, obviously, there's some news on a couple of hires there, so that's good. Well, one hire, and then I want to look at the offense. I've studied on the defensive side last week. We talked about the defensive guys coming from out of the portal and were recruits. And I want to look at some of the offensive kids that they've recruited. You alluded to one that you think is the top. So I'm going to focus on the offensive side of the ball on tomorrow's Alabama Auburn show about football. And then I want to look a little bit towards baseball a little bit, talk just a little bit of Alabama baseball. That's a huge Auburn thing. Auburn's got some serious talent down there in baseball. So what do you want to be talking?
I want to talk a little bit. Obviously, I'm going to talk about the new defense coordinator hire that Auburn made. So that's going to be something we'll talk about. I'm going to highlight one offensive player, one defensive player for a recruit standpoint, and also talk about maybe somebody that may be a surprise in the new scheme of things for Auburn University football wise. But we can talk. Hey, can we get Kevin Moore to do the national anthem for us before the Alabama Auburn?
Kevin Moore would do the national anthem no matter what, anytime you wanted to.
We should probably put that in our repertoire. So that's for tomorrow.
You get me laughing, then I'll start coughing. We could put that in the repertoire. Repertoire?
It is. Hey, and also, some of that's going to change because April opens up the portal again for everybody. So the second round of the portal, then a lot of people transfer out right after the spring games, right? So if you don't get enough playing time in the spring game, you don't think you earned a starting position. That's when you have a lot of players leave. So it's going to be a lot to talk about Alabama Auburn throughout the summer.
So out of the kids they get, how many do you think leave? So Alabama had 28 recruits, scholarship, recruits that were coming in, big time recruits, and I heard that 23 out of the 28 are still staying with Alabama. Does that and could that change in April?
It could, depending on once these kids get in school. Obviously, ask Tennessee what's going on with the NIL money, right? And
Joe Taylor shirt. Go ahead.
What's so funny about that? I voted for Joe Taylor and didn't get a T-shirt. You don't live in district and you got a T-shirt from Joe Taylor.
No, I told him it's my favorite yard cutting shirt, but now it's my favorite I'm sick and lounge around the house shirt.
Okay. Yeah, so maybe we'll talk about some Tennessee stuff coming up. Interesting.
Yeah, man, that's you said last night that you were afraid that they were going to make an example out of Tennessee.
They're going to try, but I also read that Tennessee just sued the NCAA because they keep changing the rules as they go, kind of a deal. It's a horrible organization, kind of like I won't say it, kind of like another organization that we have to deal with sometimes in Alabama, right? It's the same kind of thing. I'm not sure I'm trying to decide which one's worse. Depends on who you ask. So we'll get in some of those things down the road.
My daughter just came home. This is what you get when you do a show live in your home. Haley's here. Say hey to Uncle Jerry.
I expect to see you at church this evening.
What'd you say? Say it to her.
Hey, you better not be late to church, girl.
Better not be what?
Late to church.
Oh, I'm bringing a friend too.
Another friend?
So there'll be me, Emily, Dinah, and another friend.
So her, Emily, Diana, and another friend. And who? Kayla.
That means we got a lot of help giving out food tonight.
Y'all got a big crowd for a 30-minute Bible study, and y'all be passing out lots of food.
Be great.
I'll be there too, but I won't be outside. You'll be running the show. That's awesome, man.
Go
ahead.
Major League Baseball. Come on now.
Well, obviously you're sporting your hat. I got my Barons hat on. The Braves making a move. Where are they going? You said the Mississippi Ball Club was going to Columbus?
For this year, they're moving the Mississippi Braves to Columbus. So that's pretty cool, right?
Yeah. Now, don't you have family in Columbus, or is that Macon?
I have a family all through Georgia. I had an office in Columbus.
Okay.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time there then. So you made a comment that the Braves really didn't make a big move other than keeping who they had, which is pretty fantastic.
Keeping who they have is incredible because they're not known for that over. Unless you're looking at Chipper Jones and some of those guys. You're gonna keep those.
The era back then, it was different.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, look, I am sorry. Did you just hear that? Haley went to the room and flushed, and you so if you heard that on the show, sorry about that. That was my daughter. Say something to
Well, I'm trying to listen to see if she washes her hands.
her. Well, we're doing the show, honey. We're doing a Kapow show, and it is just up with Jerry.
I didn't hear her spray.
She's saying something. What?
Jax has chicken bacon wraps now.
Chicken bacon wraps.
Yes. There's like red mustard and a BLT one. I don't know about it.
I mean, do they have a season? Wow.
Caesar's my favorite. What I don't like, sometimes I get the chicken Caesar wrap at Publix. What I don't like about it is, well, the price is Publix, so they're bougie because they're in Joe Taylor's Rainbow City, so they think they'd be more expensive. Just kidding, Joe. And they do not put croutons in the wrap. Have you ever had a Caesar salad you didn't enjoy that had croutons?
I don't think so.
And when you put your own croutons in, it's just not the same. That's just my opinion. It's my opinion.
You know, I think you're right. I don't think I've ever had a Caesar salad that's any count without croutons in it.
Gotta have them.
What's your go-to wrap? Seriously, if you're doing a chicken wrap or just a wrap.
Chicken Caesar salad. I mean, if it's just a wrap, man, I can go NWA. You're talking about a different kind of wrap. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, chicken Caesar salad is my favorite, man.
It's NWA. God, dog. Whew. Speaking of wrap.
Hawk. Love Hawk.
So he would be your go-to if you had a playlist that got you ready for.
I have a playlist.
Your what now?
I have a playlist.
Okay. What's your go-to playlist to get you hyped?
It starts off with NWA. It has West Side Connection. Of course, it has Pac on it. Let me go down my list. Why you judging me because of my?
I'm not. Honestly, I think it's the typical Baptist pastor and youth student pastor's playlist.
To be. It has to be. Just that's how we get.
Do you find that gives you validity with teenagers and college students when you share with them your playlist?
Oh, because they don't have a clue who any of those people are. The most manly dude in my youth group is Haley.
Yeah.
Cut you. She's that's who she is, man. She's the most typical white girl, Ugg boots, iPhone, hair like she likes it, but she'll cut you. That's who she is.
She will stab you, man. She will stab you. So when you're doing you got Pac, you got NWA, you got West Side Connection, which is Cube, right?
Mac 10, Cube, those guys, yeah.
So that's your hype. Now, if you're in a bad mood, like you got your little bit of road rage, a little anger on you, you travel a little bit, what is your go-to?
DMX. You can get angry with DMX.
Because it gets that
It is, man. It is. But, in the middle of my gangster rap, though, I'm going to throw in some Phil Collins. There's going to be some Bon Jovi. No, just in my general playlist.
Okay.
Kind of hardcore rap, then Phil Collins and some Journey, some Bon Jovi. I'm kind of very eclectic. And then in the middle, all of it will be a Casting Crowns and a Third Day.
Yeah, mine starts out with BB and CC Winans, Addicted Love, and then of course it stays in alphabetical order, and then you get to the B's right after all these Christian ones, and it's Belle Biv DeVoe.
Poison.
Yeah, Poison. Yeah. There was another song. I Thought It Was Me. That's That's kind of I love that song. But I think that's the same way. I don't do any West Side Connection. I don't like Tupac. I mean, I do, but I don't have him on my playlist. I don't have NWA. I got some rap, but it's more of the 80s, 80s type, Sugar Hill Gang. Yeah. I'm a little bit older than you, not much, about a couple minutes, you know.
We live two different parts of town, two different sides of the county.
Yeah, I got my East Side music. You got your West Side.
Right. West Side Connection.
Yeah.
Icky Bang. West Side.
Yeah. I don't know how to do East Side. Is this how you doing it now? The Crips and that's how you do it?
How you do that? Let's get Snoop Dogg and Ash.
I didn't flip you off or nothing, did I?
Yeah. Pastor.
Hey, have you seen this lady that it's been a minute ago, but she got hired, I think, I could be wrong, for the city of Atlanta, but it may be somebody else. A large city. And when they do their press conferences for the mayor or police chief or whatever, she was like a rock star with sign language and all this stuff. And she was fake, that she didn't know what she was saying. She didn't know sign language at all. And have you seen that?
Oh,
Jerry.
Awesome.
You've got to find it on YouTube.
I'm going to Google it.
Oh, it's incredible. That sounds like something you and I do.
Does. Can we try it Sunday morning when after I give the announcements, the worst is over, you come up, start preaching. I'll stand up there behind you.
Oh.
I only know 2 words.
Yeah, see. And I don't think those breeds, their thought probably.
They probably wasn't. So, hey, give me your right now today at what time is it? 1:36 p.m. on the last day of the month of January 2024. Who is going to be your Atlanta Braves breakout player of the year? And it's okay if it's a superstar. Who's the one guy that you're going to hang your hat on? This dude may surprise some people, may not surprise some people. This is the guy.
I say there's two. There's 2 that I would have. Money Mike, I think, even though Money Mike had a great year, right? I think Money Mike's he's got that confidence. He's not a rookie anymore. He's not the new kid on the block. He's people love him in Atlanta. I think he can patrol center like anybody and nobody's business, right? But also Murph. I think Murph is going to show out this year. You were high on Murph and you said watch him. Don't sleep on him because the dude can play. He got in a little rhythm, throwing some folks out this past year, and I think his stick's going to come alive, and I think you'll see Murph. I don't know if he'll bat 300, but he'll be 280 somewhere around in there, and I think he's going to put up big numbers in home runs, maybe 30, 35 home runs this year. So I think those are my 2 guys that I would look for.
If I'm picking somebody for Atlanta, I think bold prediction here. I think Olsen wins the National League MVP. I think he should have won it last year.
He should have been in contention last year.
Didn't he name? Yeah, I think he. I think he's the best player in the National League.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard for me to say because he's not a Yankee, but
he's one of the best. That's for sure. What would be your Yankee star?
Yankee, man, I think Rodon. I think it's time for him. He had a horrible pitching season last year. And I think we did not go get we got Stroman. We got Stroman from Toronto, which he wanted to come to New York, took a discount because he wanted to be a Yankee. But I think people are counting him out. I think Garrett Cole is going to be our ace, of course. And Stroman, everyone thinks Stroman's going to be that number 2. I think Stroman's going to be a number 3 for us. I think Rodon is going to get it rolling. He's upset. He's hungry. I think he is going to have a tremendous season for us. And if I got to pick an everyday player, I think we get DJ LeMahieu back to the Mayhew of 3 years ago. Won a batting title in each league, Colorado and New York. And I think they played him all over the field, right? So he really didn't have a position. Gold Glover, but I think he's a Gold Glove second baseman. I think he's going to play every day at third base for us, and I think he's going to get settled in, same place in the batting order, and I think he's going to be our guy this year, DJ LeMahieu.
Man, that's good stuff. All right, brother. We just wanted to jump on and do a little podcast, and hopefully this will be the first of many that we do like this. These are so good, so easy. Just having conversations with you, but catch us out tomorrow. We'll be doing the Alabama Auburn show. That'll drop at 11. Is that what time we're doing? Is that right?
Well, we can make it 11. Normally it's 10.
10 o'clock. Okay, Alabama Auburn show at 10 o'clock, and we'll be in the studio. Be live. I'll get your questions together and all that kind of jazz, and hopefully today this will drop on YouTube as well as Facebook, and we'll try to get that thing going. So, man, I'll see you at church here in just a little bit.
You're feeling better, brother.
Thanks, man. I'll see you.